It's your husband is looking big enough over there. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Indiana Success Happy Hour. We are squeezed in here, or at least wow. That's your only fan?
This is your only fan.
Just the one. I'm Brian Quinlan from Daniels Real Estate.
Brad Niccum from Nest Mortgage Group, tasting tequila with Brad.
Fantastic. And to my right, we have two guests, folks. Tell them who you are.
I thought you were going to cuss.
Not yet.
I'm Lauren Calvert,
Jeff Calvert.
and we own 6 Degrees Snoballs.
Which we have talked about on the show. It's been a while. I'm not going to lie. It's last summer sometime, but one of my favorite local companies.
Wasn't that your high school nickname or something too?
No.
Okay.
It's always been Q. That's it. Just Q.
Just the
It's
letter
pretty
Q.
simple. Yep. What are you drinking?
Nothing yet. My glass is empty.
Well, bro.
Okay,
all right, you
I'm
pour
gonna
that. I'll
pour-
talk about this,
Go ahead.
which I have had on the show before. Lost Coast Brewery's Tangerine Beer. The wheat beer, some tangerine flavor. Super delightful. Jeff, I handed you that when you walked in.
You did.
You've not had it before.
Host recommendation. Have not had it before. It is. It's nice.
Okay. Refreshing, summery kind of beer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very much so.
Well, you can find that at your local Total Wine.
I think
And
these
more.
are like refreshing summer kind of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. There's no doubt that's what 6 Degrees is, refreshing and summery. All right. Now that you've poured.
House of Rare.
Oh, we have had on that.
Yeah, but this is the new regular House of Rare, so it doesn't cost $300 a bottle.
Regular.
This is their new Reposado, aged in the same barrel as the Cascaween House of Rare. It's really tasty.
All right.
Just did a review on it. Pretty excited about it.
Complete side note, because I was looking at your watch, which you just got a new watch for Father's Day.
I did, yeah. Omega, the Omega Swatch
They can't say it.
Speedster
Doesn't
Mission to Mars.
That's not helpful.
Oh, this is my third Omega Swatch Speedmaster deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Father's Day, my son got me a couple of Apple Watch bands, one of which looks like seams on a baseball.
It does.
I truly wore this because I know you guys are big baseball
Oh,
people.
There you go.
So little shout out to you all. You have a non-beer with some tequila.
Right.
Do you know what
This
that is?
Well, it's a street Paloma.
All
Very
right.
good. That should actually be like honestly, it should be a flavor in the
Street
Snowballs.
Paloma.
That's what they should call
And it should have tequila in it.
it. And it should have tequila. in
And
it.
then I'd be running after your truck like them little kids.
Listen, the last time we were at a golf tournament
Outing, they call them.
outing.
It's okay.
I'm with you. I
Thank
would
you.
call it the wrong
Thank
thing.
you. I had a guy who wanted alcohol in it. I said, we don't have a liquor license. He poured alcohol in the cup. And I said, sir, there's no more room for ice. It's already to the top.
That
Oh my
sounds-
gosh.
Honestly, that sounds like the way you're supposed to make a drink.
We may or may not have pulled the alcohol out when you all were parked at my house a while back.
You did.
Yeah.
You put rum over the dreamsicle.
We did. Yeah.
Your
it was-
wife did.
I don't know why you haven't tried to get your liquor license.
You want to be put on that?
You-
You want to be? You
I
want me
already
to
have
put you on
three.
that?
I have 3 full-time jobs right now.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
do too.
Yeah, I don't need.
I
one.
have a liquor license.
No, you
Could
don't.
Could it just be
No,
as simple
That's
as
different. You have a server's license.
Could it just be as simple as you teach me how to make some snowballs and I can put some liquor on it? Can we just do that?
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
because none of the distributors can sell to you.
Ah, well, that's the way it goes. Well, anyway, cheers.
But if you host a private party,
Ooh, okay.
And you charge to get people in, you're going to go to jail.
Well, we have people that add it on there. It just changes up our entire our baristas. They're all underage.
Yeah, they are.
So
It changes your whole like model.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does. So that will be a whole nother business.
6 Degrees Snowballs after dark.
Holds not included.
That's a completely different model as well.
You
Now
got
I
it.
don't look so
You
tiny.
got it.
I think the poles could fit
Fun
into
cup.
the model still because you just have a North Pole and a South Pole.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
and to be honest, it was a airport shuttle, so there was a pole already in it.
Oh my, just a matter of reattaching.
Hand rail, they
Yeah.
might have called it.
All she needs is a little oops, oops.
Oh man, this
Yeah.
ideas are flowing, aren't they, Lauren?
Yeah.
They
Get like
are.
a mobile tattoo truck to come with it.
Maybe I'll just start my own business.
Brian's debauchery.
There we go. All right. So 6 Degrees Snowballs. Now, Lauren, I know you because I worked with your mom.
Right.
And so we didn't know each other all that well before 6 Degrees came along, but still, a little bit of knowledge about our relationship, I suppose. I know that before 6 Degrees ever existed, you were a nurse, which I don't
Correct.
think you're doing anymore.
No, but once a nurse, always a nurse.
Absolutely. Yeah, when people are hurt and injured, they're calling you no matter what.
Right.
My mom's a retired nurse. We're still calling her. So,
If I get up and she tries to change my diaper, I'm going to be angry.
anyway, so how long were you a nurse before this business came around?
So I've been a nurse for 20 years. And
Are you old enough to have been a nurse for 20 years?
Started when she was
I
12.
started real early.
Halloween,
Real early.
Halloween
Yeah.
counts
Were you a
too.
candy striper first?
Right.
Are they still around? Is that a thing?
No, the volunteers look a little different nowadays. They utilize them a little differently. But yeah, so I worked bedside for 12 years. I taught for 12 years. Some of that overlapped, obviously, if you do the math.
That's 24, you said you did.
Yes.
I don't think I need to do whatever you're doing.
And then last year, 6 Degrees just got busy enough that with his full-time job and then me doing full-time nursing, we were either going to have me step back or hire somebody to take over. And it made more sense for me to step back. I can step back into nursing anytime. And I'm really enjoying the time with my kids working alongside of them.
Before we get too deep, shouldn't you explain what 6 Degrees Snoballs is? Because
No, first we're getting a background on them, then we'll get into 6 Degrees. So
right.
we're going that
I'm
route.
still not sure what it is.
Hang out. Jeff, are you still working a full-time job that isn't 6 Degrees Snowballs?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do?
So January of 25, I actually started a new role, completely new company. I do fleet management for material handling equipment. Company is called Total Fleet Solutions. We go into basically Fortune 1000 companies, analyze your spend on material handling equipment, forklifts, anything that moves product or people, and help you lower your total cost of ownership and what your annual spend. So
Okay, cool. And you're still doing that?
yes.
Okay. Now you said that was 25. What did you do before that?
So I spent
You were a
18
bum?
years in small business manufacturing. You may not know this, but I actually have a real estate license.
No way, I did not.
I was in the real estate business for, a couple years after Suzanne actually started. I started at Red Oak, then went to Keller Williams, then went to Home Smart. It was always just like a side gig for me. I spent 15 years at a manufacturing company that built mobile drilling equipment, and they knew I had a license. I helped them sell properties, buy
Okay.
properties. So it was definitely more convenient when I didn't travel for work.
Yeah, no kidding.
But now I was on the West Coast, last Monday? I was on the East Coast yesterday, flew back in this afternoon. So I travel quite a bit. So it helps that she's at home.
Okay. All right. Now, for those who don't know what 6 Degrees Snowballs is, even though I feel it seems somewhat self-explanatory,
It does if you're staring at this.
can you explain what y'all do?
Sure. I grew up in New Orleans, and snowball stands, is what they call them, are a dime a dozen. And they were everywhere. And when we left there and moved to Florida and then here, we did not have what we had in New Orleans. Now, a few other things have popped up, with Hawaiian shaved ice and a few other that are close in the same, realm of ice and flavors. But it was one thing that my family had constantly talked about. We should start a snowball. We should start a snowball. Like my mom said, I'm just the one who pulled the trigger with it. So, but it is a mobile shaved ice business essentially. And why it's New Orleans is, the flavors come straight out of New Orleans. And so we ship the concentrates here, and then I actually hand make all of the syrup weekly.
Oh my.
And yes.
So you said I can get a gumbo one?
Ooh.
That might be
gosh.
terrible.
I think it might be bad.
That could be real bad.
Yeah,
But I like me some gum.
and I imagine it wouldn't look too appealing either.
Probably look like New Orleans right after Mardi Gras.
Yeah. My mom makes some really good jambalaya and red beans and rice. I'll have to
There you go. Might know your mom. So
Suzanne?
I'll have to get her. We'll have
Come up with
to
a
send it
concept.
up here. You guys will have to test it out on your
No,
on
no,
your
I'm not.
show.
No.
we're gonna eat it on vacation.
Vacation Brian eats differently, but home Brian is not
No?
very
He'll need like hot
He's
dogs.
a chicken finger kind of guy.
Oh, you
I'm
nailed it.
better than that. But
Are you though? I think
I
it's
am,
chicken
though.
fingers and hot
you know what?
dogs.
You're out.
But you throw me out of here.
That's right.
You just get me out of here.
So 6 Degrees is a rather unique name. You know, you got the Hawaiian shaved ice people have some sort of a, you know, Hawaiian name that goes along with theirs. And then you got the Kona, still Hawaiian, I
Just
guess.
telling all the competition.
So where does the name 6 Degrees come from? I do know this answer.
Yes. So we tried to include our boys with this, and the names that came up were quite alarming. So we have 6 little boys. They're not little
I say
anymore. They
one-
go
at least
8
a
to
couple of 'em,
18.
yeah.
I still call them little. And we were just trying to think of something that didn't include our name, but incorporated, the six boys that we started this business for, so that we could teach them work ethic and work alongside of them. And 6 just came to me in 6 degrees. I thought, oh my gosh, the temperature, it, reflects the number of boys that we have. And then with having 6 boys and being brought up here in Indianapolis in Center Grove area, we're pretty connected. So I think
Everybody knows the Calverts.
I think one of the most important things are the relationships that you have with your community. And so the other part of the 6 degrees was 6 degrees of separation, and it was the relationships that we have. So, we're not just pounding the concrete looking for somebody's $5. We know the people we serve. And we call them our snowballers.
Brian's a
So,
snowball.
Brian is.
He
He
is.
saw the wall of fame in our bus and just grieved a little bit that his name wasn't, or his picture wasn't on there. So it will be
Come
for
I think his
sure.
on.
picture in that
wall.
hat should be on the outside. He's one of your biggest fans.
When I start the 6 Degrees After Hours, this will be the logo. Me with my
Well, then polls come in.
yes, correct.
It's
On the
fu-
pole with the big hat.
It's funny though, because
No.
somebody said, "Oh, I know why you named it this." They said, "Because you have to pay for 6 degrees."
Oh,
I said,
well.
"Ooh, I didn't even think that." I
It's
said, "I'm going to
another
add
layer.
that in there." I said, "That was pretty quick."
All right. So Jeff, how hard was it to convince you that this was a great business idea to go with? I mean, I'm
So-
assuming you didn't grow up in New Orleans, did you?
I did not.
Okay.
Born and raised in Indianapolis, southwest side, Decatur Township by the airport, not straight too far from home. So actually, shaved ice wasn't even where it started. Lauren's parents are both from the East Coast, Philadelphia area. As we were talking, getting ready to go on vacation, they had a family beach house in Bethany Beach, Delaware. And I always heard about this place called Rita's, which is an Italian ice place. Used to be like strictly East Coast. And at the time when they were talking about we should open a Rita's in Indiana, it's a franchise and they wouldn't skip states just because of distribution channels and whatnot. And then probably 10 years ago, maybe, I think a Colts player that had retired and was from the Baltimore area, Rita's had started to expand westward, and he actually opened 2. There was one at like 82nd Street and one at, actually, I think there's still one at Clay Terrace. But that was originally like, we should open a Rita's. It'd be a great spot. And it just never came to fruition. By time after we had looked into it and realized you couldn't open it in Indiana, next thing you know, a couple years went by and this guy opened it. So she started talking about the snowball thing and I should do this and I should do that. And I'm more of like, either do it or stop talking about it. So finally she was talking about the shaver she was going to buy. And I was like, then buy it, because if you know my wife, she's not going to spend the amount of money that one of those shavers costs and then not use it. So she bought it, and I mean, I wasn't a tough sell. It's sugar and ice at
Right?
baseball parks and Bantam football and wherever else. So, um, I didn't think it would be a problem. Um, when she started to show me trailers she was going to start with, I was like, you do realize you have to have a freezer in here and be able to move, right?
Yeah, it started with a dream, and the logistics kind of brought a little reality to it.
Was there ever a thought of a brick and mortar instead of just doing the truck?
No.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because we
Okay.
started it.
You can always tell when Brian's really excited about an interview.
Yeah.
He doesn't need me.
I don't. Sorry, you have your own interviews. This is me.
Because we didn't start it. Our first goal was not money. So it wasn't, if we can maximize the amount of time that we're open and where we can go. It was my oldest wanted, that's where we just said jump now. My oldest wanted a job, and honestly, I wanted us to influence his work ethic and, um, you know, where we were going to be, what he was going to do. So we just, before we opened it, I made sure we had some partnerships already. And so we created a partnership with the Center Grove Youth Baseball.
Nice.
And, honestly, that first year, we invested enough that we said, if we lose it all, we're okay. And so the first day, I remember saying, if we just sell like 10, our ice, we went out. We sold out. We couldn't even make it fast enough. We weren't even confident enough to make it as quickly as the line was.
Wow.
And we thought, oh my gosh, like we didn't know what we were doing. But even now, I don't think a brick and mortar is our style. It just isn't.
How many years you been doing it?
It's our 4th season. So,
And it's primarily like essentially you're the winter off. Yeah.
correct. Like April to October is when we finish our final.
Haven't thought about having
Thanks.
hot chocolate in the wintertime?
We've done that sporadically, but there's insurance is different. Serving hot beverages.
Oh yeah, because
that's-
those people sued McDonald's. It probably is all different.
So what we have done is we have hosted some stuff at school events where we've donated the stuff and
Very cool.
donated our time, really because we're one of their sponsors. So it's
Sure.
just a way for us to keep our foot in their door. So
And at this point, you have the bus
correct.
and you have a trailer that goes behind a truck.
Our trailer, correct.
Yeah, and
Go behind.
that's it.
Yep.
Well, and we have some mobile setups
Oh,
that
okay.
we've used. We've used at the high school and the middle school and some swim meets.
So you could have
and
set a mobile
graduation
setup here
parties.
for this?
We could have.
I could have.
Son of a. Nope, they brought something anyway. So at this point, do you seek out the business, or are you busy enough where people are constantly asking you all to come to them?
I mean, I feel very blessed with the fact that our business is very organic. And I think it's because we, when you see us coming, I hope you don't see 6 Degrees coming. I hope you see us coming and you know that 6 Degrees is just a component of who we are. And we donate a lot of time and investments into this community. And honestly, the payoffs are they're just organic and they're pretty sweet. So yeah, I love a first time
See
client.
what she did there?
Very
That's pretty sweet.
I love a first time client, but I feel so happy when that client is a repeat year after year. Yeah. Year
And if
after
he
year.
froze out by you running behind the truck all the time.
That's correct.
We love Brian.
One of the things that you had mentioned off camera here was you have kids as you're kind of driving from one place to another that like run or ride their bike towards your truck in hopes that you're going to stop. You're not an ice cream truck.
Correct.
So I don't know, anybody who might be listening, like what are the logistics of, as bad as you feel about not being able to stop, why can't you just pull over and help the kids?
So the way that we have it currently set up is that we have a generator that we have to set up, and So yeah, we don't have it, set up to where there is a setup part of it. But I do love when those kids chase me and race me on their bikes and I honk and they're cheering. One time there were some local Center Grove kids. I don't know if you know the Beesons.
I do not.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. They have 3 boys that are grown and then they have kids. I was driving through the Center Grove High School parking lot and they were riding bikes like 90s kids. And oh, I love that. And they were like waving me down. Well, I had just finished an event and I had some extra snowballs that
Oh, baby.
I had just kept in there that I figured my boys would want when we got home. So I pulled over and they were like, kind of like getting me to honk. And so I pull over and like, can we have a snowball? I was like, you got it. So they jumped on and I
your
just
lucky
flavored
day.
it real quick. And they sat on the edge of a hill, listening to the band perform at Center Grove and eating their snowball.
So
I
her
loved
and I
it.
are different. I just slowed down just enough for them to
Get
stay
close.
there, and then somewhere when they were running out of steam,
No, I love
Wouldn't I?
those kids.
You
We've
would.
actually got a video of that Emmanuel Church did as like a spoof thing with
Yeah.
kids chasing after the bus.
Oh, that's funny.
We could use that video and put you in the hat.
Running after it.
maybe you
I'd
know
do
what,
it.
And it wasn't me. It was like he was dressed like kind of creepy, like your typical
Brian?
ice cream. Yeah.
That hurts.
So Brian, I'm trying to get Brian to run another marathon because he ran one marathon already for charity, for a good
Oh,
good
that's
cause,
sweet.
and he did a
I
great
mean,
job.
if you do it again, should we sponsor him?
What?
Yeah,
Don't
see,
say
so it's all about
that.
raising money for charity. So what would be really cool, I never wanted to do the monumental marathon.
Oh, I
Oh,
did.
Lord.
But
no.
maybe we could do the monumental marathon.
I'm not doing a marathon.
And
Wait, we
or
are
you?
a
I'll
runner?
run it too. Oh, I'll run it. I'll
Oh,
run.
okay.
It. Yeah, I have no problem doing it.
I was just making sure
Well,
I
would you
wasn't
do
part
the
of the
full or the half?
I'd only do a full. There's no reason to do a half.
Well, the half is the most impressive thing I think I've done in my whole life.
It's like going to a restaurant
not
eating
a
half
runner.
a steak, or going to Ponderosa and only eating half this.
I mean,
full
something
Wait,
display.
is Ponderosa still a thing?
I don't-
Something I'm most proud about.
Or is
You're
that
saying
like
it's
Spuds
just like
It's
McKenzie?
just half. It's just half. It's just like half. No one ever
No.
says
No, it's not.
I am
because if
fired
there
up
isn't
if
a
we could go
marathon
half the
option,
way.
half is all you get. You finished.
half is good. I'm just kidding.
Listen, I'm not a runner, so it
what
felt
if
like a
we-
miracle.
What if we had enough people that they paid you to drive the entire marathon just in front of Brian, like just holding it out there, like
You
like
get PR.
like a carrot with a
would.
donkey.
I
And
would.
he would get so many TikTok
Oh
views,
my
and then we could raise
God.
maybe $10,000 for charity.
This is still not happening. I'm not doing a marathon.
I'd run right behind you.
So we didn't do that exactly,
would
but
carry
just
myself.
recently, Lauren did sponsor, what's the kid's name?
Charlie.
Charlie Rolfson.
Charlie, yes.
Which, fun fact, Charlie's mom was my 7th grade teacher, I believe.
I was
Oh,
a
wow.
Rolfson 6th grade teacher.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Look at that small world.
There you go.
6 degrees, the
Boom,
separation.
there it is.
And I
Just keep
almost got
coming
kicked
up.
out of the 6th grade, so we'll bring it around to that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Rolfsons. I actually
Yeah.
would have had Charlie had I stuck around one more year.
Yeah, and
But-
he did something pretty incredible. I was proud of him.
Yeah.
So he ran a marathon?
No, he set out to run 100 miles
Okay.
and with an attempt to raise $100,000 for Riley Children's Hospital.
That sounds like a
And-
goal we should do.
And it started like 2 months, 3 months before.
It kind of a little backstory to Charlie. Like on a whim, I think it was like Thanksgiving break or Christmas break. He just woke up one day and was like, I'm gonna go run it's like 50 miles or 100 miles or something. He did no training whatsoever, and he ended up running. I don't know. I don't think he got a full marathon, but he just ran a ton of miles, and so that encouraged him to give it a shot. And I don't know how long it took him to think of the plan, but yeah, at some point, like maybe 6 weeks before he actually ran the 100 miles, he started training. And,
It was really unbelievable.
Yeah.
So if this guy can run 100 miles without training, can't you get yourself to run another marathon for charity in a snowball?
no, he's 17.
You're 17 times how?
Times-
He
Maybe.
actually, and I may
Three.
not know this distance accurately, but I want to say he ran a half marathon around the roundabout at the high school.
Yes, he did. Yep.
We did a half marathon around the gym.
I run
Center
the
Grove.
field house inside
Oh,
during our training.
gosh. Your
Yeah, it
hips-
was not
your-
fun.
That was not fun. That was the
Tell
big
that,
dizzy.
tell that to the doctor and you have a hip replacement.
We shall.
It'll be one side.
That's correct.
I think it hurt the shoulder.
Yeah, so we ran the Disney Marathon back in January. Brad challenged me, and we decided if people would raise money, or donate money, which I ended up going to the food pantry that my wife runs down in Perry Township. If we could do at least $1,000, then we'd run.
How much did we
And
raise?
we raised nearly $4,000.
Wow.
So
And the very next weekend, I flew to Amatitan, Mexico, and ran a 10K for another charity. So
Wow. So you're a runner.
no, just do one big race a year.
Oh,
he just likes running better than I do.
I ran
know.
the Honolulu the year before.
There you go.
that's impressive.
So let's do another marathon, Brian.
Still no. Just stop. Just stop. It's not happening. Anyway. All right. So 6 degrees. What's next for you all? Because you have expanded nicely into 2 trucks.
Mhm.
Is there a chance that this is going to go bigger into potentially a 3rd or a 4th, and you're going to franchise this bitch?
What's funny is we've had people, neighboring in Ohio that have asked about franchising. Had somebody reach out to me from Colorado.
Wow.
I'd like to see you on
Wow.
Shark Tank.
But the thing is, honestly, I've gotten to speak at Center Grove's finance class, and then also at Perry. And I told these young kids, I said, here's the thing, you've got all the information you could ever want at your fingertips, more than what any of us had growing
For
up.
sure.
No doubt.
I said, we thought you needed a degree to do all this stuff. I said, but
Only 6 of them.
but here's the thing. I said, some of you guys lack grit and you lack the personal relationships. And I said, why are we more successful than the next person, or less successful, or however you want to say it? I think the key to yes, we do an amazing product. Yes, we hire incredible people.
I know some of
I
them
am
too.
proud of the people that we hire, but mostly the key to our business is the years of investments and relationships prior to us opening this.
No doubt.
Relationships is our key.
And one of the things I appreciate when you come to my neighborhood, or if I see you out in the community, is just
For some reason, I just pictured Brian bolting around the neighborhood. I'm not a runner, just chasing your truck down.
I have stalked Facebook at least once to find out where they were, and I went and got
And he just
That is
shows up, and
100%
then sometimes he'll be like, Lauren Calvert said I could actually have this.
I tell them that every time. I'm on the
Or he'll
Lauren
say they
Calvert
didn't
plan.
recognize me.
Some don't. Anyway, I appreciate the courtesy in which those who work in your trucks treat everybody. And it's to me, it actually goes beyond courtesy. It's just like they're friends, and they're very friendly and fun, and it's always a good time. So you're doing a great job.
They love working. They love the product. Mallory Casper.
Yep, taught her too.
She started saying, "Can I do TikToks for you?" I said, "As long as it doesn't violate any health department," I said, "Go for it." And
Hey,
they
Mallory,
just love
we're going to
it.
do a TikTok.
Uh-oh.
She is the queen of TikToks. That's
Love
for
it.
sure.
That's great.
So do you do private parties? Like, can somebody hire you to come in and do a party?
We actually do private parties often. So
I was just at a graduation party. They were there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
Right.
see that.
Before I got my picture taken.
where you don't see us typically is we're not we don't pay to play very often. So you don't see us at huge festivals. We do a lot of partnerships. So many of the events that we do are discounted, or they're give backs.
Sure.
Because again, the dollar was never our number one. It never was. And growing and investing in the community, or the programs that make a community strong, is one of our number ones. So when we're at schools, we discount. When we're, doing certain things, we give back.
It's awesome.
And
That's very awesome.
it's been helpful.
Now, you mentioned Center Grove often. That's where you all live.
Correct.
And you've done some stuff in Perry. Do you primarily do South Side, or do you branch out beyond that?
You want to answer that?
Yeah. So I would say the vast majority of our business is Johnson County. Fortunately, and when Lauren says connections and relationships, it's either her that's the connector in the relationship, or I've been on the Bantam football board, Center Grove Youth baseball board. We're active in our church. So a lot of those relationships, the majority of them are definitely hers. But we have, with all the business we have here, we don't have to drive to the north side a lot. Now we've done some private corporate events, Carmel, downtown Indianapolis. We did, I think, a retirement
You
party
did the
for someone
Federal
at the
Building.
Federal Building downtown.
But we do love Morgan County.
Yeah, Morgan County. So I don't know if you want to disclose who it is, but there's a baseball, softball organization out there that
It's Monrovia, and that's okay because I got connected with Monrovia because of relationship through nursing.
Cool.
And that's a small town, and man,
It is.
it is. I always say it's like Jason Aldean's, like, try that in a small town, but I always say they show up for a small town. I mean, they know us by name, and we know some of them by name. And that is a very sweet little town. So we love to go to Monrovia. We go there a lot at their baseball fields.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
You never have to be afraid of saying Monrovia around here. We'll be all right.
Now, he just didn't want to give a competitors, but it's a relationship I have through nursing. And they're really cool.
When you said Perry Meridian,
population.
like, do you guys go there and say, too bad y'all didn't go Center Grove?
No, we love our Perry peeps.
Oh.
if the money's green, we'll take it.
There you go. It's about the money for Jeff.
You ever showed up to like Mount Vernon or New? I mean, am I allowed to say New Palestine since they're so good at football these days?
I don't know. Do
Well,
they like Center Grove?
I mean,
Probably not. I would say they probably don't.
I'd have to say
don't
we're
even
a
compete
South
with them, so.
Side. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so our thing is because when we partner with people, so like all baseball season, when there's games at Center Grove Youth Baseball on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, if there's rainouts and they get moved to Fridays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, whatever, I don't know that we had a single day that we weren't open this year. Same thing with Bantam football. But then having the bus or the trailer, we can have someone else go do a private party, a neighborhood thing, graduation parties, whatever.
Cool.
So we tell people all the time, and actually it's graphic on the side of our truck, like all the places that we go and what we do. I don't know that we've ever turned down like a sports league. And even if it's not Center
High school
Grove, we still
football.
give back. We've been approached about going to high school football games. So that's logistically something you have to figure out, like how
Sure.
busy is it going to be? What county is it in? Are you permitted? Stuff like that. So, but nothing, I mean, we've done like individual permits for stuff if we weren't permitted in that specific county. Go get inspected. They send you like a one-off. What'd you do last year? Was it the Italian festival?
The Irish.
Irish festival.
And I'm doing it
It
again
started
this
with an
year.
I.
Yeah.
I knew.
Cool.
That definitely should have booze at it.
Well, I think there's a lot, and there's a lot of kilts, and it's real hot.
Yeah.
In July 18th of this
Oh,
year,
Lordy.
downtown.
That's awesome.
Well, I called the New Pound Mount Vernon people. I told them to let you in. That'd be okay.
Oh, hey.
So they let you off.
We'll make a
Comfort
snowball
Road.
in their colors.
Oh, there
Are
you
they
go.
red and blue?
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
See?
No,
I
I
like-
think they're
Newfoundland's
red,
red,
actually.
white. And
Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay.
red.
So
Yeah.
it's the same.
Mount Vernon's black and gold.
Oh, black and gold.
Mount Vernon's the
I have to add a creme brulee to theirs.
You might know about them since they won the Indiana State basketball championship and had Mr. Basketball.
well, how we really know them is our 12-year-old was playing baseball against them, and they didn't like getting beat very bad.
Those are probably the Gibsons.
But I will, but I will say one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Brian, you probably know Gunner. Gunner is 12. He's 5'11" and a half. He's just a monster of a child. He was catching, so he's standing behind the plate, and the leadoff hitter for Mount Vernon comes up, who is maybe 48 inches tall, and looks up and goes, "Hey, catch." when's your child support due? And I was standing on the side, and I thought it was hilarious.
Oh
Well, this
my
kid's
God.
dad just rips into him.
Oh,
And I was like, Dad, like, that was the funniest thing I've heard in a while.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
So-
like,
It was pretty quick.
So shout out to that kid, whoever he is
Even know
from
what
Mount
child
Vernon.
support was.
Yeah.
oh my
you
God.
might have
like-
been a Gibson. The Gibsons are some baseball players from Hancock County.
Okay.
You might have heard of Kyle Gibson,
Major
know
league
the
pitcher,
name.
Major League
Yeah.
pitcher.
former, anyways, not in the league
Yeah,
anymore.
he left the Rays, right? Isn't that where he?
I'll be honest, I don't know where he ended, but he was
Yeah.
in several teams. He was an all-star at least once.
Yeah, he's a big guy
Good
from
player.
Greenfield.
I'm Brian, your Indianapolis realtor. If you are looking to buy or sell a house in the Indy area, I'm your guy. If you're coming from out of state, want to make a move to the Indy area, I'm your guy. Check out the show notes for a link. We can get in touch and get you started. Thanks for watching. Now back
Very
to the
subtle.
show.
All right, so your truck says New Orleans shaved ice, which prior to being introduced to Degrees Snowballs, I had never heard of a New Orleans shaved ice. So can you explain how that is different from Hawaiian shaved ice or just a snow cone?
So a New Orleans style. You have a great joke.
I think it came with beats
Let
and
it roll.
crime.
Pollution.
Do I have to flash somebody to get a snow?
You do, yeah.
Well, yeah, we could give out Mardi Gras beads, I
There we
guess.
go.
We could have those hanging.
Your snow cones would be really small.
They would.
Yeah.
They would. Okay, sorry.
So a New Orleans style snowball, honestly, if you had to say it was similar to anything, you would say a Hawaiian shaped ice,
Okay.
simply because of the texture of the ice. So you can get cubed ice and you can run it through like a tumbler and it crushes it,
Mhm.
right? Which is what some people have experienced here in Indiana prior to a few shaved ice or us, coming on to coming in and starting this. But what we do is we have a gallon, a little bit bigger blocks of ice. And so ours spin over a sharp blade. And so it comes out like cotton candy.
I've never even seen this before.
It comes out like cotton candy. So it's
Unfortunately-
Hold
not,
that ice in there. Let's
it's
take a look at
not,
that. Can we look at the ice?
you can look at that. Yeah, you can look at that. That's not the same, is it, Brian? It's not.
It's not exactly the same
not.
because it's been sitting in a cooler.
This traveled
Um,
here.
When it's fresh, it is.
I have a video of it coming out. But see, when you really
Nailed it.
try it, there is no chewing involved. It
Nope.
literally
You're melting in your mouth.
it melts in your mouth.
Mm.
It just like cotton candy. You don't have to chew cotton candy. It just
It is
melts.
the way I describe it to people. It is so soft. It's almost like eating a piece of cake sometimes. And yes, it does just melt in your mouth like cotton candy, no doubt. Sometimes when you get maybe more traditional snow cone, you're kind of biting that.
There's like little
to-
balls.
Yeah.
And they are. And the difference of the flavor, even if they have really good syrup, is that those little crushed pieces of ice cannot absorb the flavor. So it sits at the bottom.
You
So
have to
you're
drink it
trying
when you're
to.
all done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Huh.
is like cotton candy, where cotton candy just absorbs in your mouth. This just absorbs the flavor. It just sucks it right in.
That's cool.
So we give a straw and a spoon.
Sucked it right into that one.
He's just
Can't even see
giggling
it.
over there.
Can't even see the flavor in that one.
Well, this I think we brought this is lime. It tastes like lime.
Yeah, we're really into the dye-free
I was gonna say,
flavors.
it's
you have a
just a
lot of
clear
those now,
line.
don't you?
Yeah,
dude.
we have a
Actually,
huge
the best.
clientele.
I tell people the best flavor on that bus is dye-free raspberry lemonade.
Oh.
And I probably consume the least amount of snowballs of anybody in our family. But if I get one, that's it.
Okay.
And is it clear?
Mhm.
It's dye-free.
It's kind of a tart.
So how many flavors do you all have?
If you say 6, I'm gonna lose my mind.
No, it's a lot more than that.
Way more than
It'd be a
that.
multiple of 6.
Yes. We have over 37.
Oh, 36 would have been perfect.
Well.
Yeah, we have over 37 flavors that we regularly have on there. And then, we'll throw a one-off. We actually have a Carson Steele coming out.
Oh boy,
We've had him
Which
on the show.
is- We have.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's fun. Well, I told him he screwed me
Also
up
taught him in 6th
because.
grade.
Oh, you did? Well, I told him. I said,
Is it
you
like a
threw me up.
post-workout flavor?
That's right.
Muscle. It's got
It's just
some.
Muscle and
Nice.
armpit.
So is it green?
It is now. I said, you threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because him and I were working on, getting his other one done, and like what red and yellow, and it's getting a gummy alligator on it.
That's
But
cool.
speaking of green and white right there,
Yeah.
at 6 degrees of separation, Lauren's cousin is actually on the grounds crew for the Eagles.
No way.
How about that?
He's
That's
got
something. If
a
he needs a place to
turf
come.
science management degree from Penn State.
Nice.
Yeah, professional
Okay.
grass guy.
So 37 plus flavors. One of the more unique things is the custard. What is it that I like?
The egg custard.
Thank you. I always have to look at the menu and find out what it's called. It's an egg custard with what?
Sweet cream drizzle.
Sweet cream drizzle. It seems
No, that was your
completely-
nickname in high school.
Still no. It seems like completely wrong to have that on a snow cone, but man, is it going to talk about like eating a piece of cake? That is what it tastes like. It is so good. So
Good one. That's
highly
an
recommend.
authentic New Orleans one.
Okay.
We actually had a kid. He was probably 10 at the time. Jackson.
Vance.
Jackson Vance. Yep. He came up and said, Mr. Calvert, if you change the name of this, it would be your top seller because nobody wants it because it's called egg custard. And I will say most people are like, that sounds terrible, but we'll give them like a sample on a spoon. And most people that order that, that's what they come back and get.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a talking point for
Yeah.
sure.
Any thoughts to changing the name of it?
No.
You could
They
call it the
wanted to-
Big Q.
They wanted to put, my baristas wanted to put a little chef's kiss next to it. But no, people ask about it and they try it. So it just tastes like an authentic homemade vanilla.
Did you catch that? Her baristas?
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, we call them our baristas.
Yeah, I got that.
So
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah,
Who came up with that idea?
I did. Yeah. You get kind of, it's,
Nerdy.
yes, I'll say, wasn't that snow fun?
Oh my gosh.
And my kids go, oh, wow. I said, you just do whatever.
Living the life.
I love it.
So the main takeaway for me in this conversation is we need to talk about getting a Q flavor, a Mr. Q flavor, I think.
I
if Carson
I have
gets
two
one,
takeaways.
I feel like I've been a strong supporter of the Snowballs for a while. We need to discuss.
Yeah, but if you decide egg custard, then that's
Oh,
a
You
problem.
can't
We can
take that one.
shift.
You have to come up with something.
I know. We'll talk.
And I'm feeling like a show sponsorship is in order.
Oh, hey, there we go.
I need to get a Caden. I need to get a Colts one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
working my way through Center Grove.
Okay, nice.
Professional athletes.
You just skipped over top of him like that. Huh? You just
That's okay.
completely
She's just
disregarded
ignoring me. It's all right.
You
I
just
understand
completely
it.
disregarded.
Well, he
you know
wanted
what?
egg custard renamed to him.
Here's the thing. I left Center Grove teaching 6 years ago. The popularity, if there ever was one, of Mr. Q has definitely made its way through and gone. So, a Mr. Q flavor is not going to hold a whole lot of weight in
No,
it.
they know you.
There
when
was a
they were,
Mr. Q popularity.
Oh, 100%.
Huh, how about that?
yeah, I thought you were a principal there.
No, just a teacher and announcer.
That's where people know.
There's still an announcer.
He still
know,
is.
I know.
The mouth of the South. That's what we
There
call
it is. That's a
Ooh,
good
what
one.
if we call that the flavor?
Oh, boy.
Mouth of the South.
Mouth of the South and
Well-
Queen of the Drizzle.
Yeah. No, actually, this is a kid-friendly truck. I don't know if you got one of those for. I was thinking
Actually, yeah, if
broadcasting.
you spend a lot of time with the Mouth of the South, you may end up with the Queen of the Drizzle.
All right. Well, on that, we're going to end the show here. Calverts, thank you for making the trip out here to McCordsville.
Thank you.
Love 6 Degrees. Love what you're doing. So keep it up because you're doing a great job. Your product is great. Your business is great. And what you do for the community is the best part. So thanks. Keep it up.
Thank you for having us.
And I think it's awesome for you guys to have the snowballs to do this business on your own.
Oh, he's been waiting the whole show to say that. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Drive safely tonight. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Indiana Success Happy Hour. Cheers.
Cheers.